language?
Pidgin English?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Hmm? What?
I don't speak Pidgin. I don't speak Pidgin. Nigerians have about 3 languages. They have their tribal language, they have regular English, and then they have Nigerian English, which is like their own. They call it Pidgin English.
Yeah.
I don't speak Pidgin. So most of the time, if he's talking to somebody else, I can kind of pick up the context a little bit, but the language is so slang-ish, it's hard to keep up with, and I don't speak it. Even if I say a few words in Pidgin, I still sound funny because I'm not Nigerian, so I don't have a Nigerian accent. He laughed every time I say something in, like, I'm trying to speak Pidgin or I'm trying to speak Igbo. He still laugh at me because I still sound funny. So I stick with just regular basic English. It's J&B coming at you with a discussion video. What are we talking about today? Cultural differences.
Yeah.
What it's like being married to a Nigerian man and an American black woman. We'll try to keep this PG. So what you got? I know for me, of course, everybody talks about the food being a culture difference. Like American food, most people, is just burgers, hot dogs, burgers and fries, hot dogs, and chicken nuggets, wings. Food is more like finger food, is more so American food. So the quality of food in Nigeria, the Nigerian food, is wholesome food. When I say American, I'm not including soul food, like Black American food. You know, we have our soul food, traditional. I'm not really considering that in American food. But it is a part of culture, and it is a major difference. I personally don't like all of Nigeria's dishes, but that's all he knows how to cook, so I eat whatever he cooks. Because I don't like to cook, so whatever he makes for us, for the most part, I eat. Which there are many things that I do like, right?
Yeah.
But the food is very different, though. It's very different. It's real food. It's seasoned well. Everything is spicy everything's spicy. And I'm not really into spicy food, so that's one of the reasons why a lot of stuff is just tolerable more so than it is just super tasty. But Nigerians love their food. That's the common question that I get from everybody is, how do you like the food? Like, have y'all tried anything else besides Nigerian food? Because everybody raves about Nigerian food. But I've cooked a few American dishes for him. Most of it he doesn't like.
I didn't like no American food. What?
Which is why he does all the cooking. So, culture difference, definitely the food, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, try to compromise on, I don't like this, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna eat this tonight. You know, he hadn't had tacos though, but that's not an American meal. That's Mexican food.
Tacos.
So let's see, what else? What's another culture difference with Nigeria and America?
Let's see. You say the pidgin like language?
Pidgin English?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Hmm?
Ugh.
What?
I don't speak pidgin. I don't speak pidgin. Nigerians have about 3 languages. They have their tribal language, they have regular English, and then they have Nigerian English, which is like their own, they call it pidgin English.
Yeah.
I don't speak pidgin. So most of the time, if he's talking to somebody else, I can kind of pick up the context a little bit, but the language is so slang-ish, it's hard to keep up with, and I don't speak it. Even if I say a few words in pidgin, I still sound funny because I'm not Nigerian, so I don't have a Nigerian accent. He laughed every time I say something in, like, I'm trying to speak pidgin or I'm trying to speak Igbo. He still laugh at me because I still sound funny. So
Funny.
I stick with just regular basic English. I went up to the hospital and I was talking to the nurses at the hospital, and they just kept laughing. I was like, "What are y'all laughing at?" And they said, "You sound so funny." I said, "That's all right. When y'all come to the United States, your question that you're gonna get the most is, you have an accent. Where are you from? You have an accent. Where are you from?" So you're gonna be. So I know that I sound funny to Nigerians, to the culture, because I am not Nigerian and I don't speak pidgin. Now, I will say, if I started speaking in my southern twang, being from Texas, then he wouldn't understand what I'm saying, which is in itself pidgin English, so to speak, because we have words that, if we're saying a while ago, it's all ran together a while ago. I saw him a while ago. If I said something like that to you, you'd be like, what? That's pidgin English though.
Yeah.
Like, what else do we say in the South? We say, oh God, it's another one where we throw everything together and it's like it's a whole sentence and it's one word. And I can't think of what it is right now, but like if I talked to him like that, he wouldn't understand. So it's kind of the same thing, trying to combine cultures with pidgin English that we just talk to each other in regular English. What else?
What else?
Oh, I got one. The pride.
Ooh.
Pride, marriage pride. Nigerians pride marriage. Like, it's very valued and honored. Not so much like the United States. Like, if you tell somebody you get married, especially men, they tend to try to talk each other out of marriage in the United States. No, don't do it. What, really? Versus when he tells his friends that he's married, they're like super happy for him. They're like almost borderline jealous sometimes. Like, it's really valued and honored. Marriage is a beautiful thing in Nigeria. Like, everybody, men and women, equally desire to be married in Nigeria. So, is that right?
Yeah.
It's not like that in the States. Like, it's something like, if you're a single mother, then you're put on a pedestal for being a single mother versus being a married woman. It's very different. So I appreciate that, people actually congratulate him and honor our marriage that way. What's another culture?
How we met? Let's talk about that. We're still on the cultural, like.
We still talk about cultural differences. Like, what else? What's another cultural difference?
Like, talk about men being provider or not.
You like providing.
Yeah.
Like, he likes providing. Like, the men in the Nigerian culture pride themselves on being providers. Like for me, being independent, strong, independent, I was raised to not need a man for anything. So that's typically how Black women are raised. So we have to do a lot of things on our own as Black American women. So to have a man that he makes it his duty to provide for you is very different. We have our issues with it from time to time because Nigerian women have come to expect it and require it, versus Black Americans women, we more so pride ourselves on our independence. So having a man around is like just a added bonus, so to speak. So I'm trying to learn how to let him be a provider. I'm trying to learn how to take a step back and let him do his thing, because it's something that it's like you're taking away his manhood, so to speak. It's a different culture. Like, you're taking away his manhood if you can't take a step back and let him provide and do what he needs to do as the provider. So it's a different type of honor. It's a different type of respect. So I'm learning how to take a step back and not be super independent, and just let him take the lead when he needs to take the lead, because it's not common for Black American men to really step up and do their job as the husbands and do it with pride and do it with honor. They, like in America, Black American men, they see it as a burden. I hear them complain about it a lot. Or I've had men say, I paid all her bills. Y'all was living together. That's kind of what you're supposed to do. Like y'all live in the same house. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's like they speak on it as a burden versus a privilege. And that's one thing about being married to a Nigerian man, that they take it as a privilege to provide for their women or their main woman. Right? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. That's about it for culture differences. Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty more, but we just kind of wanted to come on and talk about it a little bit and do some discussions, as opposed to just shenanigans and being in the city.
What you say? Don't do that. Don't do this to me.
Don't do that.
Why you trying to do that to me?
Do what? What did I do? Thanks for watching another episode of J&B Shenanigans. Stay tuned for more of our craziness. Niger and Niger wife. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out.